The comparison between the Toyota GRGT and the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 pits two track-focused V8 supercars against each other, though they approach performance from different angles. While both were built as road-going siblings to GT3 class endurance racers, they feature different powertrain philosophies, chassis layouts, and pricing tiers. Interior and technology features. Toyota GRGT. Design philosophy. Developed directly alongside the GRGT3 endurance racer, the interior prioritizes pure driver ergonomics and forward visibility. Materials and trim. Features a mix of race car functionality and luxury touches. Highlights include carbon fiber backing, dark Alcantara, red leather upholstery, and exposed carbon accents. Layout and cockpit. Equipped with a D-shaped racing steering wheel featuring a 12 o'clock marker and integrated rotary drive dials. Behind the wheel sits a fully digital race display alongside a sleek central widescreen infotainment system. Seating and usability. Deeply bolstered carbon Recaro bucket seats keep occupants fixed during track driving. Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Design philosophy. Blends jet fighter cockpit styling with daily driver creature comforts. Materials and trim. Offers choices ranging from 1LZ, durable GT1 synthetic/leather seats, to 3LZ, full Nappa leather-wrapped dashboard, door panels, and microfiber suede headliner with carbon fiber trim options. Layout and controls. Features a revamped multi-screen setup with a 14-inch digital instrument cluster, a larger central touchscreen, and a dedicated passenger screen. Chevrolet simplified the interface, moving away from the tall wall of buttons separator seen in earlier C8 models. Practicality and storage. Maintains daily usability with dual cargo storage compartments, front trunk plus rear trunk that fits 2 golf bags or removable roof panels. Key differences and takeaways. Powertrain and engine character. Corvette Z06, powered by the LT6, the highest horsepower naturally aspirated production V8 ever built. It revs up to an astounding 8,600 RPM with a flat plane crankshaft, delivering an exotic, high-pitched exhaust note similar to a classic Ferrari. Power is linear and high in the rev range. Toyota GRGT utilizes a 4.0L twin-turbo V8 paired with a single mild hybrid motor generator integrated into the transmission. While its horsepower is slightly lower than the Z06, its turbocharged hybrid system delivers significantly more low-end torque, 627 lb-ft versus 460 lb-ft, for punchy corner exits. Layout and packaging. Corvette Z06, traditional mid-engine layout with the V8 sitting directly behind the driver's shoulders. This gives it heavy rear traction out of corners and supercar proportions. Toyota GRGT, classic GT proportions with a long hood and short rear deck. However, the engine sits entirely behind the front axle line, front mid-engine, feeding into a rear transaxle via a carbon torque tube to achieve a balanced 45/55 weight distribution. Cockpit and usability. Corvette Z06 features a redesigned multi-screen dashboard setup with a 14-inch digital gauge cluster and dedicated auxiliary screen, abandoning the old wall of buttons designed for a cleaner look. It offers dual trunks, front trunk plus rear trunk, making it practical for trips. Toyota GRGT, designed from the inside out around driver visibility and motorsport ergonomics. The cockpit features Recaro carbon bucket seats, wheel-mounted rotary drive mode controls, and a sparse, functional layout meant to feel like a race car. Value and positioning. Corvette Z06 remains a supercar value champion. Starting around $120,000, it offers track performance that routinely matches or beats European exotics costing twice as much. Toyota GRGT positions Toyota Gazoo Racing into true boutique supercar territory. Sold through select Lexus/specialist channels rather than standard Toyota dealers, it targets luxury GT/supercar competitors like the Mercedes-AMG GT63 or Porsche 911 GT3. Here is a deeper dive into how the 2026 Toyota GRGT and the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 compare across engineering architecture, aerodynamics, drivetrain technology, and overall track dynamics. Chassis architecture and weight distribution. Toyota GRGT, Toyota's flagship, utilizes an all-aluminum space frame reinforced with carbon fiber reinforced plastic, CFRP, panels. By placing its dry sump 4.0 LV8 far back behind the front axle line and routing power through a CFRP torque tube to a rear-mounted transaxle, Toyota achieves a 45:55 front-to-rear weight balance. This front-mid setup is designed to give progressive, predictable front-end grip entering corners while keeping the tail planted under power. Chevrolet Corvette Z06, built on an aluminum space frame with a traditional mid-engine layout, engine behind the cabin. Its rear-biased weight distribution, 40:60, gives it immediate off-the-line launch traction and sharp turn-in rotating around the driver. Aerodynamics and track cooling. Toyota GRGT, co-developed directly alongside the GRGT3 race car under an Aerodynamics first design philosophy. Its long nose silhouette channels massive cooling air through the front hood vents and underbody diffusers to maximize ground effect downforce without creating excessive high-speed drag. Standard carbon ceramic rotors handle braking duty. Chevrolet Corvette Z06 relies on wide-track bodywork, massive side air scoops, and active splitters. When outfitted with the Z07 Performance Package, it adds a aggressive carbon fiber high rear wing, dive planes, carbon ceramic Brembo brakes, and Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires. It generates massive cornering load, up to 1.22 G, but carries higher aerodynamic drag at extreme speeds. Track character and driving dynamics. Toyota GRGT, the boosted precision tool. Torque delivery. The single electric motor combined with twin turbos generates over 627 lb-ft of torque right off the line. This eliminates turbo lag on corner exits, giving instant throttle response out of low-speed apexes. Handling style. Feels like a traditional GT racer, stable at ultra-high speeds 320 km per hour plus 198 mph plus, highly composed through fast sweepers, and very forgiving on the limit due to its lower front mid-polar moment of inertia. Corvette Z06, the screaming track monster. Torque delivery. Peak horsepower arrives at 8,400 rpm, with a screaming 8,600 rpm redline. Because it's naturally aspirated, power builds linearly, rewarding drivers who keep the motor wound up near redline. Handling style. Mid-engine balance allows razor-sharp turn-in and high mid-corner speeds. MagniRide 4.0 dampers continuously adapt in milliseconds to keep the chassis flat, though trail braking requires precise footwork to keep the rear end settled. The verdict. Choose the Corvette Z06 if you want an acoustic masterpiece and exotic, high-revving flat-plane V8 experience with mid-engine supercar agility at half the price of European rivals. Choose the Toyota GRGT if you want a limited production, GT3-derived boutique supercar with massive hybrid torque fill, refined high-speed stability, and rare endurance racing pedigree.